Because World Bank, like Collins has said, seems to play politics in this. Yes, there is need to put some controls and measures in terms of managing that debt. But it is clear and it's known that if you compare the two loan requirements from World Bank, they give you a list that keeps increasing as you fulfill some of the conditions. The list never gets to the bottom. The Chinese will give you 5 conditions and you meet them and your project is up and running. There is, of course, a risk to that, in that you might not pay too much detail to what it is that you're getting into with the Chinese. So for a long time, the World Bank has been throwing things at us, but it's about time they also reviewed their conditions of lending to us. The reason why we go looking east is because the World Bank has become too bureaucratic. So you find every time you fulfill certain conditions, and when you're in need, you don't have much of a choice. Sometimes you even take expensive loans to fulfill a certain need.
Yes.
If a road, for example, is cut off and during the floods, and you really must now create that bridge, you may not have time to go and look for the best possible lender. You will actually take the immediate available so that you deal with the problem immediately. But for a long time, you find World Bank keeps saying things. There's nothing wrong with borrowing from China. The only thing that the Treasury needs to do is really negotiate the terms properly, so that, as Collins again has said, whether it's a concession loan or commercial loan, that must be very clear, and we must have an end to this period of repayment. But there is nothing wrong with the Chinese coming to our aid if the other loans are too expensive or too difficult to get.